tell me it's probably good. Are you filming now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna go and explain each component first, and then talking about how they interact. Okay. So we'll start from. We'll just do one of the motor connections because they're all pretty much the same. One of our motors. We got some bullet connectors. They loop around, and then they connect to the ESC. The ESCs then are connected to power and also to the Pixhawk, which is our flight controller.
Slow down. Where's the power at?
Power?
Yeah.
Power is these two right here.
Okay.
And they're connected to this bundle, which is then split off into this guy right here. So they all eventually come to this guy.
Okay.
And this is the guy that we attach the battery to.
Gotcha. What is this unit?
This unit right here, this powers the Pixhawk. Power comes off right here.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
This here is the GPS. And this is the receiver. This here is the PPM or PPM encoder. This is connected in between the Pixhawk and the receiver, so that the Pixhawk knows what the crap the.
So essentially, it's translating the voltages and outputting like a serial or something like that.
It does some magic crap that I don't know exactly what it does,
Okay.
but it's the only way you can get a signal. This guy over here takes power from the battery and transmits it all the way over to the Pixhawk to help power the servos, just in case
So this is just for the servos, just that unit.
Yes. So that if the servos draw more than 5.7 volts, it won't cause the Pixhawk to go into kind of a sleep mode.
Okay. And there we have a servo.
Okay, one thing I'd like to point out is that there are some gaps in between the bullet connectors, so when we do our final build, we will want to cover all those gaps. Anytime when you turn this on, you want to make sure that none of the gaps are touching each other, just to be safe, because shorts are disastrous. To change the direction of spin on these, you change any of the 3 wires, but all these are labeled and they should be correct, like for the correct spin.
All right.
The Pixhawk and GPS are pointed forward. They all both have arrows on them. If they are not mounted in the frame in this mode, then my setup will have to change. I'm not quite sure exactly how you go about changing it. If you say put this upside down.
All right. Can they be covered in foam, or do they need to be like on the surface of the plane?
This will be stuck to the bottom. There are sticky pads that can stick it down.
Like the bottom of the aircraft. Okay.
Yeah. The Pixhawk would be great if it can be accessible, especially in the rear where we're attaching things, because we may need to move, connect and disconnect wires. The GPS, I think they want it at least 4 inches away from the battery, ideally, and visible to the sky is preferable.
All right, but the Pixhawk can be located within the shell.
Yes, as long as it's flat.
Okay.
And pointed toward the front. And yeah, the GPS needs to be pointed to the front.
Flat is very important, I would say.
The wires coming off of the receiver need to be pointed at 90-degree angles to each other, which they currently aren't.
Yeah.
But as long as they're close to 90 degrees, they'll get the best reception.
Okay. So we can mount those in the styrofoam and tape them up so that they're permanently in a good configuration. Should be easy.
Correct. Okay.
I think it's important to note that we should probably have like an easy to remove lid on the styrofoam on the foam fuselage, so that for the easy access part of things. I don't know, it's just worth noting in case we forget. So.
Okay. I just want to kind of point some things out over here.
Okay.
This guy needs to be wrapped around 5 times. I think it gets rid of interference, electric interference. Don't know for sure
Makes
exactly
sense.
what it does, but I think that's what it does. All these connections, yeah, they come eventually to this point. So these are all splits off the battery. I did do the soldering for this. I did my best. Hopefully all the soldering lasts and doesn't fall apart.
Okay.
This year, if you're wondering what it is, it's just kind of an alarm for the Pixhawk. It's kind of how it makes noise. And,
Gotcha.
this is kind of like the on-off switch. If it's flashing, then it's off. If it's solid, then you're ready to arm the motors and begin a flight. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to say. I don't quite think so.
I was just about the actual controller.
Oh yeah, so we can turn it on.
Well,
That would be useful.
I just wanted to
It's fine.
show you guys all the components,
Mm-hmm.
what they did.
What's that?
Cool.